Hey man, y'all make sure y'all go check out that American Heritage video. Pastor Tane, ex-Miami Dolphin, American Heritage head coach, took it through their facility, man. Beautiful facility, man. And today, Sam Bruce coming through. Y'all message me all the time, where's Sam Bruce, man? Where's Sam Bruce at? Well, he here today, and we finna talk about what happened, how it went down, and what he got going on, man. Caneville, Footballville, we out. Alright, man. We here with Sam Bruce, man. Legendary Sam Bruce, man. What's going on, bro?
Doing all right, baby. Doing good.
Listen, man, right off the bat, bro. Like, you get recruited by Miami. You go to Miami. How long were you at Miami?
Man, I was at Miami about 6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
Hot
Give or
six.
take 6 months. Yeah, man. I was in Miami. I got to Miami probably like July.
Yeah?
Yeah, about June, July.
And you came in with Pickney, Amar Richards, and all those guys.
Richards, man.
Yeah.
I came in with the guys. The Super 16 was my class.
Yeah?
Yeah, but
You was there. What was your experience while you were there? Was it tough on you? I remember seeing you one time at Paradise Camp.
Yeah.
I was like, boy, you good? You
Yeah,
can go get a fit. You was like, man, I'm finna make this happen, man.
Make it happen, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy. I remember seeing you at Paradise Camp, and just a funny story, a funny inside story. I don't remember if you remember. I had on a red bandana that day.
I remember.
And actually, the story behind that, I was having a bad hair day. I'm gonna be a whole grand with you. My girl at the time, she wasn't too in tune with my hair. And,
You was with her right then, right?
I was with her then.
Nah,
She
I seen her. She wasn't.
She wasn't braiding no hair.
Nah, right.
I put on the red bandana that day, man, and just a little insider, man. They got on my behind that day for that bandana.
Okay, elaborate. Because you went from bandana to getting in trouble. Like,
yeah, man,
elaborate.
it's just little things like that at Miami I had to deal with, just because of my past coming into Miami and
So they related the bandana to what? You gotta help people understand.
Basically, they related the bandana that I was blood.
Oh, right.
Basically.
Right.
And I'm out there, man. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying the atmosphere, man. You know how that's know how that thing is. That's Paradise Camp is, man. It's lit out there.
Yeah.
So of course I'm in high spirits, and man, they bring it. I see the coach coming at me. What's up, coach? Hey man, Mark Ray said you take off your bandana, man. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
But that's just the type of things that, man, I had to deal with at Miami, man. And a lot of people don't know, but I mean, I don't put that out on the record, but I mean, it is what it is, man. It's over with and it's done. You know?
That's not what we doing here.
That's not what we doing here.
So you told them you was a blood before? so why did they assume?
What blood you seen in Fort Lauderdale? Ain't no bloods in Broward.
So why?
Come on, man.
So why? Okay, let's talk for real.
Right.
That's the disconnect between youth football, high school football. Even St. Thomas can relate to a kid coming from the hood. But then you get to college, and now you're dealing with coaches from all across the country.
Exactly.
And they see a bandana, they see a black kid, and they think Bloods and Crips. And you like, man,
I'm trying to match what I got on.
Right.
I'm going to drip out here now.
And I can only assume that kind of perturbs you, that puts you.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of things, man. I mean, I'm not gonna go too in depth, but there was a lot of things that, man, just made me uncomfortable. I mean, and referring to the suspension situation. I mean, I was suspended for something that happened in high school.
Right.
I mean, this thing.
You know what people bring?
This thing happened in February.
I don't even remember. I remember you getting into it with a grown man or something like that, because Footballville was never built on trash.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I never really got into that. And then somebody said something about you had a gun or something like that.
Right.
So they suspended you for something that happened before you got there.
Man, this happened February 13th.
Right.
I didn't get to Miami until July.
How did they word it? Why would you get suspended for something?
There was no conversation.
So they didn't sit down and say, Sam.
There was no conversation. The conversation came the week of FAMU game. That's when the conversation came. The FAMU game was in August.
So from February.
From February to August, there's nothing.
Why do you think they feel they had to upheld a suspension or something that happened at high
I mean, and looking back at it, at the situation, you know.
Right. Because we get older, we get wiser.
We getting older, we getting wiser.
Right.
You know. I mean, Mark Rich, he came in and he needed a standard to set. You know. I mean, we were just.
That was his first year?
Yeah, that was his first year. Mark, Al Golden was just getting out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my coach.
Thank God.
You know, yeah, thank God. Yeah, thank God. Man, I was.
But he recruited you.
I was at, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I was at the Clemson game.
Let me get this straight. I think Al Golden was a good guy.
Yeah, great guy. Great guy.
It's the staff sometimes coaches put around them that get them fired. You know what I'm saying? So Al Golden recruited you.
Yeah, Al Golden recruited me.
He came inside of your house with your mom. And
yeah, no, actually, that was the thing, man. It was so much, man, in the span of about 4 or 5 months, man. I had to. Nobody understands, man, what I was going through within 5 months, because I'm committed to Miami for 2.5 years. We can beat the mess out of that whole season.
Right.
Then that Clemson game came. I was at that Clemson game. Yeah.
Sitting in the stands with all the recruits.
Me and Deontay Mullins sat side by side and looked at each other like, is this what we want to do? The next day, Al Golden was fired. I was just about to ask you,
what was you thinking? I got to ask you that.
The next day, Al Golden was fired. Now I'm sitting here. I got all these recruits. We are a team.
Yeah. Who the team? Mullins. Who else?
Me, Mullins. Man, we was loaded, man. Me, Mullins, Shaquille Quarterman, Zach McLeod, Amon Richards, Cracker Jack.
Pinkney, right?
Yeah, Jack Allison.
Yeah.
Man, our team was there.
And so y'all that day. So go back to that day. Y'all start questioning y'all commitment. Like, man,
yeah, man,
we ain't trying to get beat. What the score was? What the score was?
50, 60, 58-0. I was there, big dog. I still got my ticket on my dresser. I was there, man.
I was there too.
I was there.
Artie Burns was on that team, right?
Yep.
Quick story, man. I remember walking on Clemson sideline, and it was a play where the wide receiver had to block Artie Burns. First of all, he looked like a transformer compared to Artie Burns. Man, he put his hands on Artie Burns. I think Artie Burns was young though. He was like a sophomore or freshman.
Yeah, shit, man.
It was like a daddy grabbing his kid. Artie Burns couldn't get away from him. I was like, whoa.
That was a tough day, man.
All right. So now you're thinking that, man, do we want to go like we want to go beat like this? But y'all stuck.
Yeah, we stuck.
So who kept you in there? Because Gal Golden gone now.
I'm gonna be a whole grand with you, man. My family kept me in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave Miami, man. I didn't want to. I felt like I was slapping the state of Florida, Broward County in the face by going to put on another team in another city in another state. You know, why not do it? Why not do it here? You know,
say that again. Say it again.
Why not? Why not do it here? You know, I mean, if I could do it again all over again, I promise I'd go to Miami.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change nothing else.
Because
everybody come to me, man. Why? Because my top 3 were South Carolina, Miami, and Ohio State.
Right.
Why you ain't go to Ohio State, man? I mean, Urban Meyer would have swept that under the rug. Of course, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
But God put me in this position for it to be like this, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been easy. You know, ain't no telling what kind of person I would have been if I would have went straight through how everybody thought I was going to be.
Oh, boy, now we talking.
You know?
Now we talking. So you saying what you went through, you felt you had to go through
I had to.
in order to make you the person you are today.
I was loose. Big dog, I was loose. I was the ish and I knew it. You know what I'm saying?
You knew it. When did you know that? When did you figure that out?
12th grade year.
Oh, you figured it out in high school?
Yeah. Nike had came to me after the opening. And the year before, the Nike Muse, high school Nike Muse was Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
The year before, man, broke all them. That was that year he broke all those records at Allen.
Right.
And he went off to college, and I got chosen to be the Muse the next year.
Yeah.
And man, it was so surreal.
Yeah.
It was so surreal. Like, man, the person that you grew up and everybody tell you, yeah, it's only one. It's only going to be a 1 in a million guys that do this, or it's going to be, it's gonna be hard to do this because of what type of situation you're in, man. I felt like I'm sitting in. I'm sitting
And this
in.
is your 11th grade year.
This is my This is my 11th grade going to 12th grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, I'm in school, and my first day of school, and Nike following me around from class to class. Man, what more can you ask for as a 17-year-old?
So right.
Like, man, I was living, and I was too high. I was too high on life.
Whoa, you know, blow me away up here, like because I saw you from when you was this big.
Yeah.
You was a humble kid.
Yeah.
You were quiet.
I ain't talking
you
to
were
nobody.
respectable.
Didn't say nothing to nobody.
I could listen. It was none of my business, but I could see when Nike came to you.
Yeah.
I didn't know the story, but
Yeah.
I could see the change in you.
It changed, yeah.
I remember seeing you at Under Armour camp one time. It was at Under Armour game. It was your junior year. You were going to have to play an Under Armour game the next year.
Yep, the next year.
And we had an exchange. Me and you always been straight.
Right.
But I could feel it, boy.
Yeah, it was there.
I could feel that you had done got big, and
Yeah.
I just sometimes it takes a support system around you to keep you
Exactly. To keep you grounded.
you
Yeah.
get your ass
Man,
down here.
honestly,
we got a long road to go. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that 11th grade senior year, man. I mean, you don't understand how much I clashed with my family, man.
Why?
Because I was smelling myself.
Oh,
I knew I was close.
dang.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was close.
Yeah.
And I feel like that deterred me a lot. You know, it distracted my focus.
Right.
Really. I mean,
Let's get deeper into that.
Yeah.
So, because some kids look at it, every kid want that.
Right.
Every
right.
kid want it. Every kid
But
want to be Sam
Let
Bruce.
me tell you what every kid can't do. A lot of people can't handle it. And I was someone that couldn't handle it
Right.
at that young of an age.
Right.
And I didn't know that.
Of course you didn't know.
I was just playing, man. I was just living. I was just, you feel me? This what everybody been telling me I'm supposed to be all
Right.
this time. Why not be it? You know, you don't have a lot of guys like Devontae Smith and all that. Just play ball, be quiet, and do his job.
Right.
You know, everybody wants to be flashy. Everybody wants
Yeah.
to be the eyes looked at. And
Well, that's our culture down here.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's where we come from, being cool. And listen, it's not a bad thing, bro. It's
Right,
it's part of branding and marketing. If you
Exactly.
could control it.
If you can control it,
Right,
yeah.
right.
If you can control
If you
it,
can
it's
control it.
fine. But
Right.
I mean, there were a lot of times where I did not control it.
Nah.
I mean, you know how many times people come up to me and they tell me about stuff that they remember, things that they remember me doing at camps. Man,
Like what? Give me a story.
Man, listen.
Come on.
Lord, have
Give me a
mercy.
story, man.
Man, I had a dude come up to me one game. I can never forget it. We were playing Deerfield, my junior year. And man, I went through about 2-3 games where I didn't catch a ball. Not that they didn't throw it to me. I just wasn't catching it. I don't know if I was, Coach Harry had took me to an eye doctor. We had got everything done. Man, I would not catch the ball for about 2-3 weeks, man.
It was here.
It was here. It was all mental.
Yeah.
And man, we were playing Deerfield, and I never forget it. Gave it to him off the line, just as beautiful as I always do.
Right.
Got my distance, stacked them, looked up for the ball. It's coming.
You dropped it.
Right here.
I think I remember that.
Right here.
Yeah, I
Big
think I
dog.
remember that.
Before the ball could hit the floor and bounce back up to my hands, I caught it off the ground. Big dog, I was in the end zone. It was a touchdown.
Right.
I was walking into the end zone. I was about on the 3-yard line. I caught the ball off the ground and punted it through the end zone.
Just made a bad situation worse.
What in the hell? Why bruh, by the time I got down the track, my mama was leaning over the gate, like, come here. I walked up to her, she said, I know you didn't just kick that ball over the gate.
But what was the
And man,
emotion?
that was the dude's story. That was his story he remember about me. Man, you think I want to have dudes remembering that?
Oh.
Nah, not that. They don't remember. They don't remember me. They don't remember me breaking records at St. Thomas. They don't remember me breaking records as a freshman at U School.
Right.
They don't remember me. They don't remember all that.
Right.
That's what the dude remember me as.
Right.
And it's a lot of people out there that remember situations that I was in, that I put myself in like that. And man, it's just, I just been over the last 2-3 years, man. I just been focusing on myself, working on myself, man, is to basically alleviate anything that I've done over the years, man. It's definitely been a process, but I mean, we there.
Can't go backwards, boy.
Yeah, nah.
And listen, nobody hurt more than you.
Exactly.
You don't owe nobody shit,
Exactly.
fool. Nothing.
Yes, sir.
You're 23 years old, big dog. All you do is get up, dust off, and keep going forward.
Right.
I mean, everything you go through is just a learning experience.
Right, exactly.
Everybody route ain't the same route.
Exactly.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying, route to wherever they're going ain't the same.
Exactly.
But when you punted that ball, the frustration was, you were frustrated at yourself?
Oh yeah, I was frustrated at myself, man. I couldn't believe that I had dropped a wide open bomb like that.
Because you was a sure-handed kid.
I don't drop nothing. All state.
Right.
You're in good hands.
Right.
Yeah, I don't drop nothing.
But you wasn't ready to accept it then.
I wasn't ready to accept it then. That I was, man, whatever, man. There was so much going on in my head.
But it wasn't just Nike though, right? It had to be everything. It had to be the girls.
Right.
It had to be coaches telling you.
Oh, definitely.
Coaches telling you walk on water.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the transition from U school to St. Thomas, it was different.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I always wanted to go to St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Me growing up, I always wanted to go to St. Thomas.
Right.
I mean, I used to watch them beat the mess out of Stranahan every year.
Right.
So I mean, of course, I went to U school.
You were there, what, 2 years?
Yeah. Of course, I went to U school, and then Coach Harry ended up leaving, going to FAU. And then me, Scarlett, Boyce, Kazi, we all ended up transferring to St. Thomas, and then we basically, I'm not gonna say we took
Scarlett
over.
went to St. Thomas too. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say we took over, but
Yeah.
man, we were a big aspect
Yeah.
in them winning that state championship that year.
So the viral video when you was going off in the locker room, you was crying, you was like,
that was the
don't
Nike.
ask me if I'm hurt.
That was
What was that about?
That was the Nike video, man.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was the Nike video, man. And
it happened before, or they took that video and they
they got rid of the video. Right after I had been arrested, they got rid of the video.
Yeah.
And, representatives had contacted my lawyer and let them know that they were back off. You know, they just weren't going to have them used that year due to circumstances.
Did they have them used or no?
No, they didn't have them used that year. I mean, because they've been they had 6 months. They were following me from the opening.
Yeah.
To the first game against Booker T. To they came back the state game. Came back to state game, which is what?
When the state? It's like
state.
November, December, something like that.
December like that. Yeah. So that's months worth.
So when you was in the locker room, that was planned.
Nah, that wasn't planned, man. It's
was
so
losing?
crazy. No, that was before the game.
That was before the game. So you did like a speech.
And the story behind that speech was, I don't know if you remember. Of course you remember. Booker T had beat us at U school.
Yeah.
Embarrassed us.
Yeah.
At U school the year before.
Right.
And I had a big chip on my shoulder from that game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was my senior year.
Right.
Of course, it had happened 2 years ago, but I still had a chip on my shoulder from that game, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they embarrassed us.
Right.
They. I mean, it was supposed to be a really good game, and it wasn't a good game. You know what I'm saying?
That was the Trayon Harris team.
Yeah, that was Trayon Harris. That was Trayon Harris.
It was on TV, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was on
that was
ESPN.
Trayon. That was Trayon Harris. That was
They embarrassed a lot of people. Though.
They
they really did.
D. Hopkins. That was Antonio Callaway.
Yeah.
That was, man. They had some Chad
Thomas.
Man, they had some dogs over there, man.
Right. No, they embarrassed a lot of people. Trayon.
Harry. They had some guys, man, and they embarrassed us.
So y'all finna play them again?
Yeah, we used to play them. I got the best of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I had about 7, 150 and 1. I was good. I was okay, but it hurt though because
Right.
I've been playing with those guys all season, man. Sean White, man, those boys ain't. They never had a state championship.
Right.
You know, that's what we were fighting towards. You know?
Right.
And they ended it, and I had to get them back.
Right.
Yeah.
So the speech came, and Nike was there to shoot the speech.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I had already. Coach Harry has it's called Keys to Victory.
Yeah.
And that's what we do before we go out to the game, before we go out and warm up, you know, and just get our heads right, just getting it right, you feel me, right mindset. And I had got up and I had spoke already.
Yeah.
Everybody individually gets up and speak, you know, and I did my thing already, and I'm just sitting there, man, with that use with that. I used to wear my freshman youth school ring on a chain. And man, I'm just looking at that ring, man. I'm just like, dang, boy, them boys, they didn't get a chance to get one of these right here, man. I feel like I'm gonna get them back for it tonight.
Right.
And I just felt it with my spirit,
And you
man.
got up
To
and
get
said
up
something
and
again.
to get up and let them boys know, man, how I was coming.
Right.
I need y'all to come how I'm coming right now. I need y'all to feel my energy right now.
Right.
And honestly, man, I didn't. And it's crazy because the Nike recorder, he came to me maybe the next day, and man, he was like, man, we were done recording. We didn't know that you were gonna get it. I didn't know that I was gonna get it. I just felt
it's
it.
emotion.
It's just
Football is
emotion, man.
emotional
Yeah,
sport.
it's emotional sport.
Right.
I just felt it in my spirit to get my teammates to understand, man, what type of energy I have right now.
Right.
What type of motive I'm coming into this game with.
Gotcha.
I don't know if y'all ready, but I'm about to do my thing, man. You know?
Did y'all win?
Embarrassed them.
Yeah?
ESPN.
Yeah.
Embarrassed them. ESPN prime time, 8:30.
So okay, so you say, so when you got arrested, right? What did you get arrested for?
I got my charge was possession of firearm, and I ended up beating it.
Yeah.
And man, that was
You had a firearm where?
It was, man. It wasn't even anything that actually charged me with. That's why everything got thrown out.
Right.
Somebody pulled up on me, and of course, I had a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I was protecting myself. I was, man, immature, young, fight.
You were at school?
Fight over a girl.
You was at school?
No, I was in my neighborhood.
Oh, this happened in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I was in my neighborhood. Yeah.
And it was over a girl.
Yeah, and it was over
So
a
always
girl.
over a girl.
And then,
Well,
of
Coochie
course,
done started
somebody,
war, Sam.
somebody took a picture out there, and I had a pistol.
Yeah.
And that's,
And they came and picked you up.
yeah, that's. I mean, my actually, a good friend of one of my old coaches. He has a guy that's really in tune with the police department and he reached out to him and let him know that I was in a little trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the process went from there. You know.
How long you was in jail?
I didn't do no time.
No.
Not that time. I didn't do no time.
You said not that time.
Yeah.
It was another time.
I had a possession of marijuana charge
In high school?
coming out of Miami.
Okay.
But I was already off the team then.
Okay.
I mean,
got you.
and that's
Yeah.
we ain't gonna get into that.
Right.
Yeah.
I worked at a jail, bro.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah.
get arrested. I done seen plenty of
Yeah.
people come in there in that real lobby. So you go. So this is what Miami was suspended you for.
Right,
for what?
right,
that for
right.
that.
Yeah,
For you
from
basically
February.
saying we can't just
Yeah,
let
I mean,
somebody
yeah, man.
get picked up and
Yeah,
come in here and play.
Miami was coming off for sanctions, man. That's why I'm looking at it now like as an adult, man. Mark Rich had to do what he had to do.
Yeah.
How he handled it wasn't right.
Right.
I'm going to say that because, man, I came in summer thinking, all right, I'm good, I'm all right.
And they ain't say nothing about it.
And they're not saying nothing about it. And then once we get to game week, and I'm not even the game plan, I'm nowhere in the game plan. Where's 83? That's one. That's one. First of all, they didn't give me my number when I came in. That was the first issue.
Yeah.
Now I'm mentally gone. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm mentally gone. I'm supposed to have 6. I get here on the 22nd, and I got this big old 83 in my locker. What's this?
You wouldn't have said something to him?
Nah.
Nah.
Because I knew what I was up against.
Yeah.
You know? I knew the situation that I was coming out of. I knew the situation that I was in.
You trying to humble? You was trying to humble yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind proving myself. You know, to either get my number either in a couple months or the next year. It was no issue, man. I was around my dogs, man.
Yeah.
I was Mike Irvin, man. That's who I came in with. I mean, I was good, man.
So what? I mean, so what was the reason they kicked you off the team? You got hurt, right?
Yeah, I got hurt. And
how you got hurt?
Playing basketball. I was in.
Are you not supposed to play basketball?
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth, big dog. And another adding on to the suspension thing, man. I had came in. I was good. I was getting into customer things, and I felt good, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That first about a month or 2 months or so, I felt
like
good.
You was getting acclimated.
I felt like I was getting acclimated, man.
Yeah.
And of course, that, like I said, man, that first week, the game plan came out, and I was nowhere in it.
You felt you should have been in it from what you saw in practice? You was getting.
Big dog.
I can't remember what was going on in practice when you were there.
Man.
You remember when Sam was there and were they talking about him in practice like freshman Sam Bruce? You remember?
I know they were like special team.
Yeah. Man, I was
I can't
ready,
remember.
man. I was ready, man. And of course, I was behind Stacy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. Stacy was the man. So I made sure in my head, just in case anything. And he was a guy, not to mow down on Tracy.
Yeah.
Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. I looked up to him in high school.
Stacy Coley?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I looked up to him. I mean, when he was in high school, I was looking up to him in Little League. And then when I got to high school, I looked up to him. So, I mean, not to take nothing, but he was a dude that fought with injuries a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So, I kept it in my head.
Yeah, you're going to get a chance to play.
Eventually, soon or hopefully, I'm going to get a chance to get on this field. And I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make sure I know what I'm doing out here.
It's weird you bring up Stacy Coley. I watched Stacy Coley in high school. I got videos of Stacy Coley about to fight Anthony Walker at 7-on-7. Stacy Coley was a hothead.
Yeah.
Stacy Coley got the UM.
And mellowed up. He became a whole totally different person.
He
man.
did.
He became a whole different person.
He surely did.
Big dog. Stacy is from my city.
He surely did.
Stacy is from
right.
I forgot the lane they call it, but Stacy from Lauderdale.
Okay.
I know Stacy.
Yeah.
Stacy played for Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes his whole life.
Right.
Stacy been a Hurricane his whole life. Stacy
you know
played
exactly
for
who Stacy
Fort Lauderdale
is.
Hurricanes. He went to Northeast Hurricanes and went to Miami.
Right.
Man, I know Stacy my whole life, man. I know a lot of Stacy family. Stacy completely night and day to how he was when we were younger.
What do you think he saw? Why do you think he just, every time I would see him, I'd be like, dog, listen, I'm proud of you, boy.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for him to eventually revert back to who he was, and he never did.
He never did.
He never did.
He never did.
It's like he matured overnight.
Some guys, it just happened to. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it of course it didn't happen to me like that. You know what I'm saying? But it happens, man.
All right, man. Shout out to the member of the week, Sean Rounds. Boy, I see you out there. Appreciate all the members, man. Make sure y'all go to the community section so you get the new videos first. You get all the information we putting out there. So go to the Footballville Nation homepage, community section, and the members, you have your own section, man. It's just us and y'all in there. Nobody else can see what's going on. So shout out to Sean Rounds, man, member of the week. So listen, so you playing basketball, you hurt your leg.
Right.
And what was the reason to kick you off the team?
A lot of people don't know this, man. It's a crazy story. Chris Atkins was my roommate.
Yeah.
And at the time, and I had just got off of surgery.
Gotcha.
I had just got off of surgery, and I was recovering. And we were supposed to played Florida State that game, and it was actually the first one we won.
Yeah.
That was the first one we won in like. It was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 17. First one we won.
Yeah. It was lit.
Yeah, it was lit.
Okay.
It was,
all right.
Man, dog. Supposed to get to the bus about.
Yeah.
Supposed to get to the bus to drive to the game about 4 o'clock.
Right.
About 4 o'clock that evening. And man, I overslept.
Yeah.
I missed the damn bus. And that was the last straw, man. And that was the last straw. That was the last straw. And I ain't gonna blame it on Christmas because he was my roommate. He got up and left. But
And he didn't wake you up?
Yeah, he didn't wake me up or nothing. But I can't blame him.
Did you?
Man, we
Did
grown,
you?
man.
He would usually wake you up.
Yeah, because we were, because I was basically not active at the time because I was suspended.
Right.
And he was at the time a red shirt. So on game day, we had to work out, and that morning. So after the workout, we leave, go back to the room, shower up, stay at the locker room, shower up, and then head to the buses to head to the game that night. So, of course, I mean, this wasn't the first home game that we went to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I expected the man at least just help something. Hey, forget about it here, big dog. Something. Man,
You ever talk to him about it?
I never talked to him about it, man. I never
that's
talked to him about it,
crazy.
but man, we were adults at the time, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, you're not blaming him.
yeah, I'm not blaming him, of course.
But
I'm not blaming him.
you're right.
Yeah.
When something like that happens, the first thing you do is
Yeah,
go to
right.
reaching. Right.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it was.
And that was the final straw.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just a series of things, man. Just either late to meetings or well, my thing wasn't really late to meetings. This was my thing. My thing was falling asleep in meetings. That was my thing.
Why you so sleepy, son?
Man, I get that, man. I was living a rock star lifestyle, man. You hear me? I was living rock star lifestyle, man. We not go to sleep 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Got to get up for 6 o'clock. Practice. You know, oh yeah, I'm getting through the workout.
Right.
But when we get in meetings and we get settled, oh, it's over with, man.
It would wake you up.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody wake Bruce up back there, man. I mean, I was a freshman.
Right.
I was coming in off of a charge. You know, I mean, it was just a lot of stuff.
But you admit you weren't mature enough.
Not at all.
Right.
I can sit here today and definitely tell you, man to man,
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Right.
All the attention, all the fame, all the everything that came with it, man, I wasn't ready.
The question is this, though. Who raised you? Your mom? Just your mom?
Yeah, my mom, my aunt.
And this is what I'm realizing with Footballville. What made you? How could you have been ready? See, and that's the question. We listen to me. We put you on the field. We teach you how to be a wide receiver over and over and over again.
Right.
Nobody taught you how to deal with
Nobody
a different type of person, a different type of coach.
Yeah, nobody teaches you that.
Right. So it's like, why would you have been ready for that?
Right.
You didn't have that training.
Right. Exactly.
And I think a lot of players get lucky.
Right.
Some of them wake up late and get a second chance and wake up.
Yep.
But you didn't. That's not what you got.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I'm realizing that we're sending kids right into a buzzsaw. We're sending them right into the buzzsaw, and it's like either you make it out. Listen, bro, there was Duke Johnson the whole time.
Yeah.
Duke Johnson had issues at Miami too.
Yeah.
A lot of kids do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, and not saying it's a Miami issue.
Exactly.
It's a kid coming from the inner city,
Exactly.
going to an environment
Exactly.
that nobody's really preparing them for.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like, get acclimated, man. You got all this on the board, and you should act right because you, in 3 years, you could be making millions of dollars.
Exactly. And I think that's what's everybody's more focused on than anything.
Yeah.
And I can sit here to say today and say my family was a big part of that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What you mean, a big part of it? Yeah, talk a little.
My family, I have to say, they beat into me to this to be this person. You gotta be this person.
Yeah.
Like you gotta go first round. You gotta be one of the top prospects in high school football.
When you say your family,
Or
who-
not
your mom.
necessarily-
Your mom know about football?
Man, my mom is a football guru. Man, my mom sit right here and talk football with you 4, 5, 6 hours.
So when you say your family, you're saying who?
My mom, my aunt, my uncle. I had an uncle, their brother,
Yeah.
that raised me, helped me raise me as well. He died when I was about 10. And man, that was
A lot of pressure.
It was It was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It was a lot of pressure. Like one of the things my mom used to do, and she used to ask me, "What's your name?" I used to tell her, "My name's Sam Bruce." You know, just to get my head into the method of understanding who I am and
believing in
what
you.
I'm believing in myself.
Of course,
You
I know. I understand that. That makes sense though.
And it was just a lot, man. It was a lot for me. And I didn't know that it was a lot for me. I didn't realize that it was a lot for me until I was sitting in jail, not at Miami no more, and not knowing what the hell I'm finna do with the next move.
Right. That's when it hit home.
Yeah, that's when it hit home, you know.
Right.
And I mean, everybody have to have that time. Everybody have to have that eye opener.
Right.
And that was my eye opener, man. When I got to Mississippi Gulf Coast, and I realized I'm definitely not gonna play this year because I'm gonna have to sit out because of surgery.
Yeah.
I sat and I realized, man, I was miserable as hell in Mississippi. I stayed in Mississippi for a year and a half. And I hated it.
Right.
I'm in the city where big dog, the closest thing to us was a Walmart, and it was 5 miles away.
I know.
That's the closest thing to us. Man, I was in Wiggins, Mississippi, man. Wiggins,
I
Mississippi.
don't even know if I've ever heard of Wiggins, Mississippi.
Never heard of Wiggins. Tell me one person you heard come out of. Tell me one baller you heard come out of Wiggins, Mississippi.
But listen. When I left high school, Sam, I went to the Marine Corps.
Right.
So a lot of these stories I relate to because it took me a year to get acclimated. That the same thing you just said, I couldn't beat them.
Exactly.
I was from Miami. I used to try to cut corners.
Exactly.
And I realized that, man, I'm gonna have to chill in order to be able to move and shake how I want to move.
Exactly.
It was one Walmart in the city. They had a belt on one side and a Walmart, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah, man.
So-
Everything closed at 9.
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in Mississippi, I guess you just was like a fish out of water. And
Fish
then what
out of
happened?
water,
How did you leave there?
Coach's change came.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, man, I didn't need to be there no more.
Right.
I felt like my time there was I had reached it.
And in Mississippi, you went to where?
Southeastern University.
Southeastern?
Yeah, where they didn't. I mean, I wasn't.
So they didn't even play
at
you,
all.
huh?
Man, it was games. It was literally games, big dog, where I had maybe 3 or 4 kick returns. How many ever times they had scored on us?
Right.
Because we weren't that good of a team. Big dog, there was games where it was a game where we had got beat about 60 to 0.
And they wouldn't play you?
And I told them I got back, they wouldn't play me. All I was playing was kick return.
You felt you were better than the
And
wide
punt
receivers
return.
they had?
Definitely. Everybody knew I was better than them. You
I hear them stories a lot, though.
You don't understand how frustrating it is me being who I am. Not to mow down on anybody else, but me being who I am, me knowing who I am. Man, I abuse these guys day in and day
In
out.
practice.
In practice, day in and day out.
He said
There's
abuse.
no abuse. There is no reason why I shouldn't be the main.
What was the player saying? Like, what was the DB saying? Like, dog.
every day?
Every day?
That was the conversation every day.
Like, why they ain't dog?
Big
Why
dog, man, what's going on? Man, I don't. And then it got to the point where game 4, game 5, game 6, I'm mentally done now.
Right.
I'm done. So of course, me and the coach, we had a disagreement one day, and we had a meeting, and we just came to agreement that it was best for me to just finish out the semester there.
Yeah.
And not continue on the football team, and I asked, me personally, I asked to remove him. I asked to be removed from the team.
Yeah?
So I could, man, cause I knew that they weren't using me to my full potential.
Right.
You know, man, there was one game that I started. There was one game that I started. Big dog, you wanna know my stats?
What?
I had 2 tugs and 100 and some yards for only 3 catches.
And after that, they did what?
And after that, I did not play.
Yeah, video this stuff. Is it video this stuff? I hear something?
I'm gonna send it to
You
you.
gotta get video too.
I'm gonna send it to you, T. Bro, I have games.
Yeah.
It was a game where I had a 70-yard bomb, That was my first time touching the ball for this team.
Wow.
I had a 70-yard bomb, and then we came back on the goal line, and I had a bubble on like the 15, and there was a dude in front of me on the 1, and I took off on him.
Yeah.
I jumped over him and landed on my feet. Did a whole front flip over and
You
landed
got
on
a
my
video
feet.
of this?
I got a video of this, big dog.
Oh, man, we gonna
I'm
put
gonna
it-
send that in.
And then you didn't play after that.
Big dog, I didn't play the next game.
Tell the people why you think you didn't play. And we're going to get into some more positive stuff at this. Find out where you at today. You told me before this started why you think you didn't play.
I definitely felt like Coach Bearfield, which was the head coach at the time, I definitely felt like he I'm not gonna say he tried to use me to
Why not?
game. He tried to use me, man.
Why not?
He tried to use me
Call
to
it
get
what
some.
it
Yeah,
is,
he tried to
bro.
use me to get some clout to the school. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
business.
It's business.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
So they tried to slow walk you.
exactly, they tried to slow
keep
walk
Sam
me.
here.
Exactly. So
We
he
ain't
can
gonna
come
win
in,
anyway,
we're not
so we
gonna
keep him
win.
here
We're gonna keep him in,
and
come in.
utilize,
And it's the thing, big dog. They won the NAIA national championship the next year
Yeah?
with another coach.
Wow, so y'all had the talent.
So they had the talent. The talent was there.
Yeah. You wish you would have stayed?
No.
Because you went from there to where?
I went from there. I went to try it out for Edmonton.
Uh-huh.
Edmonton Eskimos
Oh,
in
CFL.
Nevada. Yes,
Yeah.
CFL.
How was
and,
that? The talent
and
up there.
they were good, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were actually good. And the thing is, I wasn't 21 yet. I was.
You wasn't old enough?
I wasn't old enough. I wasn't old enough yet. And I was
time I
still
heard
20.
that.
Yeah, I was still 20. And the dude that I was up against, he had played 2 seasons prior.
Yeah.
Not for Edmonton, but for another team. And I mean, they had took him. And a couple months later, I had resurfaced with the coach. The coach had called me. We contacted some way somehow, and I just asked him straight up. Man, I said, man, I know, cause I ripped it.
Yeah.
Went to the camp. I ripped it. I talked to him like, man, why y'all didn't take me opposed to the other guy? And he told me straight up, man. He told me, dude, he had some experience. He was already above age. Cause if they would have signed me, I would have had to wait about, I think it was like 2 months
Right, makes
for
sense.
me to turn 21 for me to be active. So I mean, that's just
Yeah.
the odds I were against. And I mean, I took it, I accepted it, and last year I was able to come in contact with some recent players that I played with over the years, and Manuel Roker actually he got me in touch with my GM up in Frisco, and we were ready last year, man. We was ready.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were ready.
So where you at now?
I'm in Frisco Fighters. I play for the IFL. I play in the Indo Football League.
Arena football.
Yeah, arena football.
Frisco Fighters.
Yep.
Have you played for them yet?
Nah, man. It's end of the season during COVID. End of the season. Night before.
Yeah.
Night before the first game, man. We got the week right. Get to Thursday. Putting on the last final touches, man. Finish practice. Go to the last meeting about 6:30. We get a call. We got another meeting. We never have another meeting. If we have a meeting after anything after 12, it's a problem. You know.
Right.
And of course, the COVID outbreak had happened, and
And that's when the COVID outbreak started.
Yeah, that's when it started.
Oh, man, that changed everybody's life, though.
Man, that changed everybody's life, man. It's over with, man.
So what you got going on now, bro? You got anything going on? Anything?
Right now,
You just came back from where?
I just came back from Oklahoma shooting a movie for Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner, Rams Super Bowl champ.
Yes,
Kurt Warner.
sir. Yes, sir. Kurt
Yeah.
Warner, 1-3. Yes, sir.
How was that? How long you was out there?
Man, I was out there for a month and a half, man. And it was definitely an experience, man.
Was it?
Definitely an experience. I definitely have to say.
It's like his life story.
Yeah. It's basically his life story.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner, he came in, pretty good. He was all right high school football player. You know, went to college. He was an all right college player, average. And one of his high school players played running back. He encouraged him to come back and play for the Iowa Barnstormers.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, left football.
Yeah, left football, man. This guy was working at a Walmart like in Iowa, a Walmart like place in Iowa, and then basically it's just a rags to riches story, man.
And no, it definitely is.
Man,
that man
it's
was
no-
the
it's
quarterback,
no-
one of the most exciting
Yeah,
officers
yeah.
ever
And
in NFL.
and it's definitely no surprise, man, that I was a part of that project, man, because I definitely feel that God put me in that position
To see that.
Yeah, to see that, man.
That's how life
I'm almost on the way out the door. I can see the door from right here, man, and he blessed me to
that's how
to
life-
put me in a position to show me,
see
yeah, it
somebody
can
who
happen.
didn't quit.
Yeah, it can happen. You
That's
know
how-
what I'm saying,
that's
man?
how life is, bro.
That's how life is. How football work, man. It's
Yeah.
how God work, man.
So you say you got this clothing line or something you working on, right?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, man.
What's the name of it, man?
Sam McGinney, 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam McGinney, 97, man.
Yeah. Anywhere they can find it anywhere yet?
Oh
or-
no, I
Just
just
in
I
your
literally
trunk.
just made my first. I made my first piece of clothing.
Yeah.
It's about 3 weeks ago.
All right.
And I look to do it as soon as we start the season because that'll help my brand and
We here for you, big dog.
Yes, sir,
You know what I'm
yes, sir,
saying?
yes,
Anytime
sir.
you need to put anything out there, we got you, man. And
Yes,
listen,
sir, yes,
man.
sir.
I go back to after the Under Armour game, man. When I
Yep.
interviewed you,
Yep,
you had the
yep,
helmet
yep,
on and the
yep,
fucking
yep,
shield was.
yep.
That was one of the most visual interviews I ever, you know what I'm saying, I ever had.
Yes.
I kept telling him, man, listen, man, if Sam come up here, man. If I start crying, nigga, turn the camera
Yeah,
off.
man, turn the camera off,
Turn the camera off, man,
No, man,
because.
this man's been following me, man, since I was 11 years
Right,
old.
right.
11 years old, man. I appreciate you, big dog, man, because you do things for inner city guys, man.
Yeah.
We never would have.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
It's called a platform.
You know how many times you've recorded something and a guy in California, man, you are the reason why I go places. And of course, I don't know anybody in the area, and people come up to me, man, you Sam Bruce. You know how many times
And you like, how?
still not. Big dog, me and my girl just took a trip to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it was a dude up there. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we had just got off a horseback ride.
Yeah.
It's a dude I go, hey man, you Sam Bruce, man. He drunk his head. You Sam Bruce, man. I'm looking at my girl like,
How people already know that?
how do you know that?
Yeah.
Man,
It's a platform. It's
yeah,
all
man.
media, fool.
Yep, man. It's just it's amazing, man. Social media today is it's a gift and a curse.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's a gift and a curse, man. You definitely using it as a gift, man.
Right.
And at behalf of inner city black kids, we appreciate you, man.
Oh, bro,
Appreciate
listen, man. I don't get
For
that
real,
enough,
for real,
you know.
man. Appreciate it.
I don't hear that enough, man. I appreciate
For
you,
sure,
man.
for
All
sure,
right?
man. For sure.
All right, like, listen, man. Anything you got, man, I'm here.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming by, bro.
For sure, baby.
Yo.
Yo. Man, I'm talking. Yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what this nigga wants to